One, two, three. As you can see, it's us once again in the third round knockout. We on live now.
Now we
Okay.
good. We good.
There we go. My mic sound nice. Check one. All right, all right, all right.
What's
Well,
going
all
on?
right. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to Third Round Knockout with the man. The man from overseas representing Third Round Knockout. Would it be like Happy
What's
New
going?
Year's and all that other crap, bull crap? Would it look like,
Happy New Year.
another day,
Yo.
another day.
Yeah. Nah, I've been on this Clubhouse app. Have you heard about Clubhouse?
Nah.
Oh, it's the new app. So it's really good about networking, and it's an audio app, and there's all different kinds of rooms, and you should get on it.
I'll think
Everybody's
about
on.
it.
I'm getting a lot of people. I'm meeting a lot of people to put on here. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
So
well, my eyes have been focused on things of nature that's been going around with politics and, the COVID and things like that, just trying to make sure my motherfucking head is above water and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because shit is getting rough out here, man. I'm
hmm
saying shit is getting real rough out here. But it's a new year. We're gonna try to put things in a new gear, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
yeah. See, last year we was kind of nice about things, you know what I'm saying? If somebody came on with some whack shit, you know what I'm saying? We was kind of cool about it. Hopefully this year nobody make me break out the back pocket and shit works. Because in 2021, everybody demands transparency. Everybody wants honesty. So we're gonna see how much honesty people like. Okay?
okay.
I'm just saying. Everybody wants transparency. Be honest. Tell me what you really think. Ooh. That's dangerous waters right there, my dude.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I try to be supportive. I try to, but gotta go. But yo,
Yeah. Sorry.
we got
So
some
yeah,
guests on for today, do we not?
yeah, we got Snooze Daily on
All
next.
right, all right, all right. While we introduce the man and bring him on, ask him some questions. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the game on the show. Let's get the show on the road. Let's get it popping. I want. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. What
What's
it look
good,
like to
y'all?
do snooze.
Snooze Daily, what's
What's
going
going
on?
on, y'all?
All right, all
Just
right.
chilling, brother. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's nice to finally meet you. I've been putting you on shows for a while now.
Yeah, man, we talked
MJ.
that one time.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to MJ. MJ's Hip Hop
Word,
Connects.
she definitely she been holding me down, G.
Yeah,
You
Okay,
know what
definitely.
I
all
mean?
right.
Definitely
She always
holding me
hold me
down.
down. Yeah.
All right, so
But
Snooze,
nah,
tell the people what you do, how long you been in the game. Give us your bio, tell us your background. We like the FBI. We want information, my dudes.
well,
Let us
basically,
know what it
yo,
look like. You
Snooze
ain't gotta
did.
give us the government, but give us some
Nah, I
shit.
got you. I got you. I got you. Nah, Snooze, basically I come out of Long Island, man. I grew up, what I'm saying, in Long Island. And basically I'm an MC. I get busy, I rap. I started out making beats with my man Crack Val, from IGT. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's kind
okay,
of like that was like my mentor in the game. I was like my brother. So he
okay,
basically started me into this, man. Like I was always into hip hop, but it was more of a situation where I was one of those dudes that'll play everybody else joints like the Rakims, the Big Daddy Kanes, and all of that, and be in the mirror rapping they stuff. One day
okay,
my man
okay.
was like, "Yo, write a rhyme." I'm like, "You sure?" He was like, "Yo, why not?" I mean, because at the time, in the lunchroom, I was the dude banging on the table while he was spitting, and he
Okay.
was nice. You know what I mean? So it was like after he finished spitting, everybody looking at me like, "Yo, spit a rhyme." I'm like, I can't follow that. You know what I mean? So through the years, since like you figure from like maybe 11, 12, like just taking it serious because it was like a friendly competition. My man, when I wrote my first rhyme, he never told me it was trash, even though I knew it was trash, bro.
All
It
right, all
was
right.
trash. But he just for the inspiration of telling me to keep writing, you know what I mean? Somebody that I know was nice, but he just told me to keep going. And
Okay.
then he always put me in the right positions of being around people that was, like, damn, we was like 17, 18, and we was up at Payday Records, you know what I'm saying? Talk like basically battling group home for a deal. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
That's what's up.
So not really battling them, but thinking in that method of like it was either them or us. Obviously it was them, you know what I mean? But just to be in that realm at that time just had me like, yo, it could happen. You know what I mean? And then seeing like all the Long Island rappers and all the Long Island greats that came out of Long Island and all the greats period in music. It was just like, yo, let's just keep it going, man. I'm a my thing was I'm a basically stick to my craft and put the dedication into it and invest in myself. And that was the main thing. So as far as what you get from Snooze D, it's just the pain, the trials, the tribulations, basically in a whole lump sum, life turned into bars, bro. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you that
That's
feel good
dope.
music. I'm gonna give you some hard, political music, some political views, not necessarily, what everybody else may think, but what I think, what I feel. Maybe you can
Okay.
relate, maybe you might not, but just something to stir up the conversation.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I like
So,
what I heard so far. I like the bars.
so you
Yeah,
would
like
say your
I
music is
appreciate that.
more like
Yeah,
conversation
I
piece,
haven't
like
got a
a
chance to
conversation
listen
piece?
to it a lot, but from what I've heard, I like it. I will listen to it more, and you know what I mean. But
Oh, nah,
I do.
definitely I understand. Like, yo, one thing I do know with music, sometimes when you make something and you might feel it's hot, it might take
Yeah,
other people a little time to
yeah,
get used to what it is
yeah,
or whatever. It's just the point of putting it out there, man. You know
yeah.
what I mean? You'll
No, I'm just
never
saying
know for you.
I haven't had a chance to listen to it again, but I'm gonna listen to it.
Nah, definitely appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's just the main thing.
I've
Just
been
the
real
just
busy.
the
Ask MJ. I've been real busy with all this stuff. Trust me, we
Nah,
gonna.
nah, man. I
I
know
got you.
your
I got a whole
handle.
month. I got a whole month for you. You know what I mean?
Nah, I definitely know your handle, bro. Like, yo, you
Yeah,
you and MJ been connecting and getting things in order. So I
yeah,
definitely understand, bro, and I definitely appreciate it because what I
yeah,
mean, for somebody to definitely put their hard work, into something that you believe in means a
yeah,
lot. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? So I definitely appreciate it.
yeah. Prince, we're talking about MJ. She brought us a Billy Dan's.
Say again.
MJ, his publicist. She brought us Billy Dan's. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. So we was talking about how much we're working a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. All right. All
Go
right.
ahead. Yeah. So back to the music.
I mean, it's just like, yo, bro. I give people music I try and give people music they can relate to. You know what I mean? It's all good to hear about the women and the cars and how much money you got. It's all good for that. You know what I mean? I don't knock no other artists or what they do, but for me it's like, yo, I gotta give people something they can relate to. I ain't got $1 million. I ain't got a
Okay.
Bentley. You know what I
So
mean?
let me ask. Do you got songs dedicated to women? Let me find out. You got some LL Cool J's I Need Love music that the ladies go, oh my God. Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah,
Did
that's
you hear
that's
that? Oh my God. I'm going,
it's funny you ask because I got some stuff for the women. Here's a piece of game for the artists. Women love hip hop more than men.
Oh, most definitely.
So
Yeah.
if you really want to make money in this game, you gotta cater to the women. It's nothing wrong with an artist being a little romantic or having whatever it is. You gotta have some type of love interest in women,
No doubt.
or you're
Yeah.
not gonna really go to. But so far,
Look, I've been
women make
telling.
But it's good
dudes
to
love
have different.
music.
It's good to have like that's why I like diversity. You know what I mean? Like you could have a whole album with the same stuff, but you could have different kind of songs. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got to
This
switch
is
it up, bro.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying.
we in the day and age of the attention span is a little more different than it used to be. So they could be on to the next one fast as hell. So you got to kind of be consistent and be versatile to give them something to say. Well, shock them real quick with one way, and then go way left and hit them with something else, and they like, wait a minute, that's the same dude. Okay, what else does he have? You gotta find ways to spark people's interest, man. As an
Mm.
artist nowadays, the game is kind of oversaturated. It's not a bad thing. It's just that now people have understand that we have a product that the labels wanted, and it was harder back then to get across the world. You know what I mean? So we needed the labels. Nowadays, these young boys, they showing a lot of the older artists how to maneuver in this new world, bro. So, you know what I mean? If they don't take heed and pay attention to some of these younger cats and start working, what I mean, you're gonna get left behind, bro. You gotta I mean, both hands, saying one hand wash the other, both wash the face. That's the only way it's gonna work.
True, true,
Yeah,
So
true.
that's true. Facts.
some of these older cats are gonna have to start, reaching out to some of these younger cats, and some of the younger cats, vice versa. And I wouldn't say most likely you might have to reach out, but do the history, understand why you have an opportunity to do what you do and make money by it.
Now, would you say all of your music is geared towards adults, or have you created some type of music that can reach out towards children also to inspire children? Like, like as we saw the video of Cardi B turning down the music of WAP when, her daughter came in and stuff, she's like, oh, no, no, because there's certain music kids can't listen to. Do you have music that kids can play at their parties and stuff like that? Or is your music all geared towards adults and
Um,
parental guidance is suggested?
I mean, I'll keep it 100. I try not to curse when I make my music. It's just a personal thing because I have kids. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Then also sometimes the content may not be fit depending on the age difference. You know what I
okay,
mean, of the song. So I would say it's to each his own because we live in an era now where you got kids, dropping it like it's hot, and their parents is recording
exactly.
them and posting it, and then you got some people that's appalled by that. So I feel it's to your preference. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna try and make it as clean as I can make it, and depending on what it is, you know what I mean. And it's to your preference. If you don't want your kids to listen, I understand. But at the
Understood.
same token, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But I mean, you got kids playing Grand Theft Auto, 6, 7 years old. So
True
what are we
indeed.
talking about?
Well,
It ain't.
for an example, like how we as adults use music to inspire and lead our brothers towards right direction. Okay. I was
Well,
feeling like, as an artist, maybe artists should like start them at a younger age. Like, for an example, like how Nas came out with I Can for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It had the fat beat, dope rhymes, and he taught them something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? More or
yeah,
less
no,
things
no,
like
no.
that, the kids that young to have at their birthday parties, and everybody, even adults, can get along and dance with them. Understand what I'm saying? So I was
I
just
think
asking, like, have you even considered that? Or, like I said, most of your music is geared towards adults with parental guidance. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, some people
I get what you're
create that
saying. What I'm
avenue.
saying is I keep it versatile, but then again, you know what I mean. It'll go to the parents' preference. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because of the content. I'm not always
Exactly.
talking about shooting them up, or I'm giving life lessons. Like I said, it's life turning the bars. So certain things I go through is what I talk about. Certain things I see is what I talk about. Certain
Understood.
things I think about have a deep, you know, a deep feeling, or I gotta say something. So I'm gonna say it in that form. It
Okay.
might not be, it might not, I could talk about Black Lives Matter. Some parents might not want to hear what the way I'm talking about it. You know what I mean? Some parents might be like, yo, you're gonna sit down and listen to what this brother's saying. It all depends on the preference. I mean, you look at back in the days when you had Martin and Malcolm, some people rode with Martin and thought Malcolm was a little too, you know, uh,
Violent
uh, too
or
violent, but then at the
aggressive.
same
We use the
token,
term aggressive.
vice versa. So it's more of a, like I said, it's more of a preference as a parent. How you tend to bring your kids up and teach them how to have morals about certain issues. So
Understood.
I think that's where it differs, because I mean, Cardi made the song "WAP." Her daughter's eventually gonna hear it. You know what I mean? But she don't want her to hear it now. Everything in due time. So I mean, you really can't knock it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Understood. I'm not
I
knocking
know.
it. I was just questioning. I was
No, no,
just
no, no.
figuring,
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you per se, but I know there's people knocking what she did. Like, she turned it down, even though it's her song.
right.
But at the same token, you as a parent have the preference to stop your kid from listening to that song too.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Some people will criticize Cardi like, oh, she's a hypocrite. Yo, she made the song, but then she don't want her daughter to listen to it. Yeah, but you have that option too. I think
Okay.
a
Well,
lot of times
she
people get
made it
caught up
very
to that.
clear. Like I said, she made it very clear. She stated, "My music is adult music." You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm not going to let my child listen to it. She made the statement, which I agree. That's why I kind of asked.
Which is
I
her
kind of
preference.
based all of this off of that. Basically, the
No, no,
question
no,
was
I
all
get
based
it.
off of
But that's her preference.
that.
You see
Understood.
what I'm saying? So, in that point, who am I to judge? That's her daughter. That's her preference. I got a daughter. Nah, she's not rocking with that. She's heard it, but nah, we not rocking that all the time. There's gonna be
Okay.
places you hear, but we and her had that conversation on what that's about. She's 10, but I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie to my daughter. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
her exactly what it is.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? I
So
think
you
I
got
think
what
some
projects do you got getting ready to come out that we should have our ears ready to like pump? You know what I'm saying?
well
What should we be listening out for?
well right now I just dropped a single with Phantom of the Bee. Shout out to Phantom.
Oh,
You know what
shout
I
out to
mean?
Phantom. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Phantom of the
That
Beat.
Yeah,
Sorry, go
we
ahead.
dropped the single Oh Lord. It's on all major platforms right now streaming. Right now we getting some things together, but I got some music ready to follow. We just working on some visuals right now, so we just kind of taking our time to get the feel of what's moving and what's not, so we can, you know what I mean, start to build our little progression. That's all. You know what I
Real
mean? We
quick,
sit down,
Prince.
work. Huh?
Oh, sorry. No, I just wanted to tell Prince. Sorry to cut you off. Um, his artist. You remember Phantom? Phantom of the Beat that was on the show with on the same episode as Wanda Perez. Anyway,
Say
he was
what?
on the Phantom of the Beat. He was on the show.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is his artist. Snooze Daily. That's his artist.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to. We all know him. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, so I've been working with Phantom. That was a connection through, the story I was telling you earlier with my homeboy. You know what I mean? He passed
Yeah,
away. So when he passed, but he made the connection with me and Phantom a long time ago. I was always a fan of, Haas as I know him, Haas G as most people would know him from
yeah.
UMCs. And, so, I was always a fan. And when my man put me on, it was like, wow, he took me to meet him one day. You know what I'm saying? So when he took me to meet Phantom, it was like, yo, wow, I'm in here with a producer artist that I admired. So then when he, for him to say, "Well, let me hear something," and me to play him some music, and he's like, "Yo, that's dope." You know what I mean? And
Okay.
then down the years, we wind up connecting back and working.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Everything is still the same as like day one when we met. You know what I mean?
All
It's
right.
always been real. It's always been fam. So we just been working, and we wound up coming up with this song. Oh Lord! Shout out to Slizzo. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Him and Slizzo worked on it, and we got a banger. So we put it out, and we got more to come. We working on the visuals right now. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling everybody be prepared because come spring, I would say from now on till spring, you're gonna hear a lot about Snooze Daily. I
Okay.
promise
Okay.
you.
All
Yeah,
right.
definitely. No, you're definitely
Um.
gonna hear about Snooze Daily because I'm gonna have you everywhere. You know that.
All right.
Nah, I got
But
definitely. I appreciate that, but
You already
I
know.
got some music that's gonna make your life easier.
all right.
Yeah,
But
let's
check
get
this
it.
out. But check this out, my
Let's
dude.
get it.
All right. We have some of your music, but see, our
Uh huh.
fans, they're gonna hear your music, but they want to hear it from you. We always get our artists to like, you got to give us some bars, son. Know what I'm saying? You got to give the fans what they want, son. Know what I'm saying? Not just
I'll.
the music. We're gonna get to that, but they want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, son.
I feel
Okay?
you. Definitely feel you. You know what I mean? You want me to go do this now, or you want me to?
Yeah, 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 yeah. What? I
Oh,
mean, if you could,
I
am I
definitely could do it now. It's not a
okay?
situation. I mean,
Okay.
I'm always ready. I'll give it like, all right, something for the grown ups, since the bars, since you know what I mean.
Okay.
Um, Yo, I'm that ace of spade nigga used to hold jacks for pure dollars, run while on the corner block like straight pits and rock wallers. High elevated living, flying from the experience, on the motherfucking block, getting it. Yeah, hugging it. That's how we do on the block. I'm from Long Island. Yeah, you know it don't stop. Home of PE, that means public enemy. Still standing with my musket, home of where we don't trust it. Yeah, something sick, something quick, off the mind, top freestyle just for this knockout radio, third round. I'm on my Mike Tyson shit. Let's go now. Something quick. Something like that's just a little freestyle, but I'm a writer, bro.
Yeah,
All right, all
yeah, I
right, all
fuck with
right,
it
all
off the
right.
dome.
Now,
Yeah, I
see, that's what I'm
Off
definitely
the
saying.
give
You
dome.
can
theirs
have
a
some
little bit.
freestyle.
Yo,
Look,
a
I
lot
was
of
your
rappers
old
nowadays
MC.
don't do it off the dome. You know what I
Word.
mean?
All you had to, you could have spit some lyrics, son. All we wanted to do is
Nah,
hear
man. Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. Most cats will say they freestyle and they spit and written. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you something. If I tell you it's freestyle, I'm gonna attempt to do something off the top of my head, but I'm a writer. You know what I mean?
okay,
I grew up with my man where there were days where we just went back and forth just to test each other. You know what I
okay,
mean? So that's the type of thing that we be on, you know what I mean? And just to, you know what I mean, I come from the era where you had to be, because if somebody called you out and you wasn't on your A game, you got it. You know what I
okay.
mean? Everybody let you have it. Like, yo, you walked with that shame for a couple days, because when they see you, they going, yo, didn't you get flamed by such and such? You know what I
Okay,
mean? So you back in the crib like, nah, I gotta get mine's back. So
okay.
yo, I ain't, my thing is I ain't afraid to take a L. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna give everything my all. Like when I go in the booth, that's just
I'm
me.
gonna tell you a secret, son. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Most of the best, greatest freestylers only take bits and pieces from all their rhymes and add some of that to what they see at the time. Okay?
Yeah,
That's all they do. You be thinking that shit comes straight, they be taking bits from this song, bit from that song, be like, yeah, yeah, and then they add something to the times of what the dude read. Pow, motherfuckers start, oh!
yeah, nah. But that, you know what? That's still a form of freestyling, bro, because you're doing your thing, you know what I mean? And at the same token, you're playing with words and lines that you have formulated for other things. So, I mean, it happens, but I
Okay.
mean, shout out to everybody who do what they do, man. I never knock anybody on what they
Yeah.
do, bro.
So
Definitely.
give us some written words. All right, we take written words. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear the straight up flow of Snoop Daily. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear that shit. Snooze, put us to sleep. Knock the fuck out. Knock us the fuck out. Snooze us
I
daily.
let me see here, cause I got so much music, man. Let me think here.
Word.
Um, All right, my first name Snooze, alias the Step Beyond. You may have heard of me, and if not, remain calm. Snooze, I'm 20 deep, all velvet, in fact, dark skin complexion, and I'm known for the track wet and lazy eyes, son. So I always seem blunt and floss with composure, more advanced than these toy soldiers. Till death do me part like that. Tat on my shoulder. I hold mic, stay focused on joints just to show you. Remain in the zone, not proving to be the master. Breaking competition down for the track board of disaster. Far from an acting, if you bake, you better back up. React what? Feel the overdose like you cracked up. Deep in the coma when the beat tempo rise up. You chumps rise up or get smoked until my time's up. You know what I
There we
mean?
go. That's what the fuck I'm talking
I
about.
fuck with it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
drop the
yo,
mic, my nigga. You good. Drop the
you
mic,
know
my
what I
nigga.
mean?
All right, Pastor L, it's smoke time. You know what I'm saying? Word up. That's what I'm talking
Definitely.
about.
That's
Word.
how we came up. My man, you know what I mean? My man always told me just go hard, do your thing. You know what I mean? Put your all in it. And then, at the same token, you know, just be you.
No doubt, no
Don't try
doubt,
and be nobody else. Be you. The
no
crowd
doubt,
will
no
love you
doubt.
more for just being you.
Shit.
Yeah,
You can be you talking
definitely.
about going to work and still come off rocking hard. Know what I'm saying? 9 to 5 and
Yeah.
still get down and boogie like the niggas in the streets, son. You already know that. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
definitely. I mean, it's all like for me, it's all about how you present yourself. Always being humble. I'm one of them dudes. I like to remain humble. It keeps me well grounded. You know what I mean? I like to see the next brother win just as much as I like to win. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
okay,
for me, that's what it is for me. You know what I mean? Sometimes it may not be your day. It's not really meant to be mad and hate or make excuses. It could have just been his day, or he had something more than you had that day. You know what I mean? You take
okay.
it for what it is and move on. You know what I
That's what
mean?
it is.
Your day will come. If it's meant to be, your day will come. But I'm also one of these dudes. I do it for the love. So I mean, my day never come where I make $1 million or I can't live comfortably. If I still got to keep a job and work and do what I love to do, I'm gonna do that.
No doubt,
You
no
know what I
doubt, no
mean?
doubt.
That's life. That's my life. You know what I mean? As long as I'm able to work, take care of my responsibilities, my priorities, and then be able to go in the booth and lay down what I feel, it's therapy, bro. A lot of people don't realize that. For
Okay,
me, it's therapy. I don't gotta go
okay,
sit I don't gotta go sit. I ain't knocking nobody who goes see a therapist, but I don't gotta do that. I sit with
okay,
my notepad and a pen and paper and
okay,
some beats, and that's my therapy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go in about how I feel. I'm gonna turn it into something that maybe somebody can relate to. Somebody might be going through something that they hear and then be like, "Oh, okay, that's how he dealt with that." Maybe I ain't gotta look at it the way I'm looking at it. You know what I
okay.
mean? That's
True, true,
that's what
true.
hip hop I mean, when you think about back in the days, that's what hip hop did for me. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying? It was a
okay,
lot more conscious. It was a lot more message. But you know, when you look at hip hop and certain songs, it made you think. It made you look at things differently than the way you were looking at it at the time. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that going on now still. I mean, if you look at certain artists, you know what I mean? It all depends
Mm-hmm.
on what they doing
Right, right,
and
right.
how they doing it, how they portraying themselves in the light.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Because that to me, that as an artist, that's your podium. So whenever you become in the limelight, you always have that podium. It's with you
okay.
24/7. So whatever you say and do is being watched and absorbed. So you gotta be very careful.
Understood, understood. Like this last song that you had, you said, "Oh Lord," it's the title.
Yeah.
What is the concept
Yeah,
that
I
went
like that
into that?
song.
I mean, of course, that sounds like, you know, you're about to get a little spiritual on a motherfucker, like Kanye Jesus Walks type shit. So,
Nah, I mean, I won't say I'm getting like Jesus Walks. Oh Lord is more letting cats know, like, yo, that boy going dumb again. He about to get on the mic and tear it down. Like me and Phantom, this was something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Work with Phantom, and what I mean, to actually have that opportunity, and then for us to come up with the song, like we've done other things, but this song was something that was like, yo, just telling, basically giving everybody the whole breakdown of how it happened, but in the form of like, yo, now that I'm working with him, oh Lord, it's a problem. I'm about to give everybody, the dumb bars. You're gonna see how stupid a boy
okay,
could get on the mic. So
okay,
that's the
okay,
true meaning of oh Lord, like that boy
okay,
going dumb again.
okay. So it's like, oh Lord, this motherfucker going in. One of those.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, one of those.
okay. So, in your visuals,
Hmm.
do you have any visuals that you have out? Do you have any out already? Do you have any
None,
videos that are out? Because now that we
no.
got you here on the show, I'm going to require or ask you. I ain't going to require. I can't require you to do shit, really. But I'm going to ask you when you make your videos, can you send us your videos so that we can show it on our show?
I definitely will do that. That's not a
Okay.
problem, bro. I got I'll get in contact with Miss J or O. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I just
Yeah.
linked you, so I mean it's not a problem. We could definitely do it. It's just a matter of situation of getting the video done. I wasn't able to get it done for a minute. And as far as the videos, I was so stuck on making music, you know what I mean, and doing it the way I was doing it, we never even got to the point of doing visuals. So then when it got to this point, we're starting to now get the visuals in order to start getting the album ready to start pushing. So we're gonna
Okay.
get the visuals ready for Oh Lord, and then after that, y'all are gonna be bombarded with Snooze Daily for a minute.
All
You know what I
right.
mean? We just trying to get it so we could keep hitting them with the joints and keep hitting them with the fire that we got. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay. Okay. Now, being that you are on a mission, you taking off and everything like that, your career is sparkling and shit. Has anybody come because of your shining light, be like, yo, Snooze. I got this shit right here. Can you help a brother out? So have you taken the position as a mentor to anybody else? Has anybody else came to you because they see you shining? When a nigga shining, somebody like, yo, hook a nigga up. Yo, I got
I
this music.
mean, yo, don't get me wrong. Like I've always been doing that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My man, one thing, my man, like for my boy to do it to me, I always understood why he did it for me. You know what I mean? It's something that, like, yo, when you see that hunger from somebody, you see it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? We all know those dudes that come up, they just want the free ride for the girls and the glamour, and then you got those dudes that really want that chance to show what they got because they feel they could do it. You gonna
Okay.
like for me, I don't knock neither side. It's just I deal with them accordingly. I'll be able to see if you hungry, and it's gonna show in your determination of how you move. So that'll
Okay.
prove, like, one thing I understand is ain't nobody gonna help somebody that ain't trying to help theyself. You know what I mean? So some people might be in a position you could tell where they in a position where they in a little tight position, they might not be able to help themselves. You might throw them some help, but if you keep
Okay.
constantly seeing them and they in that position, then you could tell what it is. It's like, yo, there's no motivation to move forward. You know what I mean? My
Okay.
thing is, if an artist is willing to invest in itself, it don't matter about his skills. To me, if you're willing to invest, I'll work with you, and we'll try and get something going, or I'll try and enlighten you on what position you probably need to play. I might not always be the MC. I make beats. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I help other artists. I executive produce. Should I play instruments? You know what I mean? Like I just
That's
love
cool.
music. So for me to, be in this game, it's like whatever I could do. Me and my mans, we run the studio. You know what I mean? We try and keep it on neutral ground. Shout out to RMG, Go Zella, my man Biz Beats. But we give a lot of the young boys come to us, and we work with them on their music in the studio, and they keep coming back because we're not just trying to take their money. You know what
Okay,
I mean? We
okay,
trying to like if they gonna come and they gonna work, we give them a fair studio session for their bread. They gonna get nah, that's not working. I don't
okay.
think that's right. Why don't you say it like this? That makes more sense. You know what I mean? They get that from me. My man is the engineer. He gonna engineer and he gonna be like, nah, you gotta do that over. You know what I
Mm,
mean? We don't really
okay,
criticize the music they making because a lot of times they doing what they want to do. You know what I mean? We just try and make sure it comes out perfect the way they want it and the way it should be.
okay.
We're not just trying to take their bread. We just trying to show them. Some of them, you know what I mean? And sometimes we'll turn away sessions like, yo, fam, you ain't even coming here prepared. I'm not even going to take your money. You got to go. It's
Okay,
nothing
okay.
personal. It's just like, yo, we're not going to do you dirty. I mean, we know it's a business, but at the same token, you know what I mean? We could do
Right.
people dirty, but it's not what we about. We about good business and making good music.
Okay.
And that's what it
Have you
is.
done any collabos lately? And if you have, what's your best collabo that you've done? Like, who would you say that, yo, I did some work with this one, but this one right here is fine. Which one would you say?
I've done a lot. I've done some collabos with a lot of artists, like my man Baguettes, you know what I'm saying? Yola Gang. Um, let's see. I can go my man T Wet from the Three Kings. Uh, I mean, I haven't really done a lot of collabs. I've been just head down in the booth, bro, by
Understood,
myself.
understood,
You know what I
understood.
mean?
Okay.
Like, I'm working on that now to get a lot more collabs because I don't have that many. Like, I
Who would
got
you
Okay.
joints
like
with
to?
the
Who would
click.
you like to?
Yeah,
I
who would you like
mean,
to
Who
work
would you
with?
like to work with?
like right now, as far as like coming up right now, definitely Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Sean Conway, like my man Rock Moss, Mount Rock. You know what I mean? If I can get my boy back in his groove, my man Reek the Villain, that's definitely my brother. I want to get him in the booth and get him on the album. Um, I've worked with my
What
man
about
Crack Val. To me, that was the ultimate. You know what I mean? So as far as like sign artists, that'll come. You know what I mean? But like for my lane of music and what I do, what I like to do, definitely Griselda. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay, that
They
would
they
be
got
dope.
that New York feel. They made it they made it cool to be back on some New York shit with the bars. Like people wasn't doing it.
Yeah, yeah,
If you think
and
about it, before they dropped, nobody was really on that bars, giving niggas bars and hard hip hop New York bangers.
like the
There wasn't
locks.
none of
Yeah,
that. So now, I mean, you got that from the locks, but I'm talking
the
about as
locks.
far as
Yeah,
new groups. You'll
yeah,
get that from the locks. You'll get that from
yeah.
certain groups. But I'm talking
They're like
about
one
the
of the
new
only.
era.
They're like the. I know. I'm just saying. Like they're one. The locks are one of the only ones that are consistent and stay in that lane. And also, yeah,
Well,
I
they
know what you're
going. I
saying.
mean, when you look at
Benny the Butcher.
Styles, you look at all of them. They give you that. But then when you look at Griselda, that's the locks. That's the new age locks to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? They did it in their own way, and shout out to them because you know what I mean. Without them, it's kind of hard for New York rap to really be getting kind of the props it was getting now. You know what I mean? You look at Bus. Bus got a banger album.
Oh
Bus
yeah,
oh
killing them right
man,
now.
yeah, yeah.
You know
oh
what I
Bus
man,
mean?
Kills them.
that boy
So
got a banger.
that's what I'm saying.
That boy,
And shout to the God like that. He would be an artist I would definitely want to work with.
And guess
I've
what?
always been a
Yeah,
fan of Bus since Leaders of the New though.
yeah, yeah.
word.
Definitely. And
Okay,
there's more.
okay,
Wait,
him
there's
and
more
Charlie
though. That's
Brown
not the
boy.
rest of the. There's more
Nah,
music because
there's
Rampage
way
was on the
more. That's
show.
what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just
There's
saying
way more.
Rampage. No, I'm just saying You said Busta Rhymes. I'm saying there's more music because Rampage was on the show and he was saying there's a Flip Mode Squad album, there's a Rod Digger album, there's a Rampage album. Like they all have
Word.
new music.
Yeah, definitely.
Word.
That's what some. But that's what I'm
Boy,
That
saying.
shit's
had
gonna be
years in the
fire.
eyes, man.
It's
Goddamn.
gonna be
Yeah.
see. It's like the gift and the curse because it's kind of like the 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 gift for us as the older people, and then like the new kids got to catch on.
Oh,
You know what
don't
I'm
worry.
saying? So
Don't
that's
worry.
nah. That's what I mean. So they gonna catch on because like you look at Bus album is fire. You know
Word.
what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yo.
And then you know what I mean. You look like
And
I heard that they got. I know Digga got the little snippet going around that she had
Oh
doing.
really? Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah, it was a little
all I
snippet of
know
something
is
going
I'll
right
around.
check
So
now
that
this
she
out.
doing her
Buster will
thing.
create such a
Yeah, I'm
fire
excited
album for
for new Rod
himself
Digger.
and
Rod
not
Digger
make
is
sure
fire.
everybody else's album fire. I know he took care of everybody else.
Hell
And they
yeah.
Yeah,
did their
definitely.
own.
I mean, he been taking care of them
Yeah.
for a minute, so I don't see why he would stop. He just like I see how he move. Like Bus been with them for a minute. He been,
No doubt.
you know, it's definitely how he always move. Once he get established and drop and get everything going, then everybody else follows suit. So to
Yeah.
me, it's nothing new. To me, it's like what was expected. I'm just waiting to hear the fire.
Yeah,
You
hell
know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's
But
gonna be dope.
that's another dude I'm definitely like in my career hoping to work with Bus because like
Yeah.
he's one of the dudes I looked up to when it came to making certain types of music. You know what I mean? Definitely that sound. You know what I
Bus is
mean?
one of the best to ever do it.
Yo,
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Like a lot of
He's in my
people
top
say it,
10.
but if you think about it, they still haven't found anybody to do the verses with him. Who?
He's in my top 10, definitely. A lot of people skip him, but he's definitely a top 10 rapper in a lot of ways.
Look, Buster Rhymes is a trendsetter. If it wasn't for him, motherfuckers wouldn't be calling weed trees. You know what I'm saying? He's the first one to establish that as trees. Ever since then, it's been a rap. What's the dealio?
Yeah,
That even came into the hip hop culture language. Everybody walking around, yo, what's the dealio? What's the deal? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
but
He's a
that's
trendsetter.
Yeah, with the
that's this
dealio,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like
Hey,
Bus is
Oh,
that
wait,
dude
first
that
of
has
all,
started.
okay.
oh,
Nah, I just wanted to say shout out to Phantom again, Phantom of the Beat, Haas G. He produced Party Over Here for Busta Rhymes. That's one of my
Hell
favorite
yeah.
Busta Rhymes records. So shout out to
now,
But
Phantom of the
that's what I'm
Beat.
saying. Like
And go ahead. Sorry,
you
I gotta
you
give people
know.
their props, you know?
Nah, definitely. You supposed to give them their flowers while they're here. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, and for me to
yeah,
say that, shout out to World of Rama. You know what I mean?
and if
Groundhog
you
TV.
remember, Busta Rhymes is
Huh?
the first MC to do a collab with a soul artist. Okay, he was the first one to combine hip hop with John He was the first one
Oh,
to do that.
really?
Yeah.
The
Really?
first ones, first
Huh?
ones,
Word.
first
Really?
ones. Really, really
Interesting.
for hardcore hip hop, and have John He come in.
That's a hot song, though.
Word.
It's a
They were
party.
the
That's
first
a
one.
hot song. I listen to that all the time. I was
There
just
was
listening to
always
Yeah.
his album
before that.
yesterday,
There
The
was always
Coming.
Yeah,
how
but
would you
That's
say
Bus catalog is
a
stupid, bro.
separation?
yeah.
That's what I'm
Bus
saying.
was
You
on
when
Mary
you
J. Blige's album. What's the
but
for
that's what
Okay.
I'm
one?
saying.
Like
Like
Bus
when
is
you
on
look at
everybody's
Bus
album.
when you look at Bus catalog, it's too crazy. Who's gonna do a verses with him?
Crazy.
Yeah.
You
Crazy.
can't every time he dropped, he killed them. It had something. It wasn't just one. It like every album had joints on it. You cannot. That's one dude you can. Nobody I don't think can ever discredit him. G. You can never discredit the.
Hmm.
You can never discredit Bus.
You have to think it.
Yeah.
The words is
You know what I
somebody else.
mean?
Yeah.
All right, but
So
we gonna have to wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up, unfortunately. Damn, I'm looking at the time. Of course, we got another guest coming in. I
Most
apologize for
definitely.
that. This is just getting real interesting, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
it's all good.
Yo, Snooze, tell the people, once again, tell the people where they can find your music at. And do you have possibilities of, once some of these people over here get more comfortable after this vaccine is out to open up, the people I'm talking about, once they get and open back up, do you have shows and all of that and venue and stuff like that that you want to do and let the
I
people know?
mean,
Yo, I hate to interrupt. We gotta wrap up in a couple of minutes. We got Omen 44 in the room. So
Okay.
all right.
Well,
Yeah.
it
So
looks
go
like
ahead.
the
Go ahead.
producer's trying
Yeah.
to say, do you want to stay on? Do you want to talk some more, my dude, Snooze?
I
You're
mean,
welcome
yo,
to.
I mean, I mean, let me say this. If it's his interview, let him decide. I'm not going to take anybody's time. I did my interview. I'm not going to try and interfere with
Word.
nobody else's interview. That's just only fair. So if
I
my time
feel
is
you.
up, I'll definitely salute y'all, appreciate y'all, and
I
you know what I
appreciate you
mean?
too.
Shout out to him. Huh?
Appreciate you too. And yeah, we're working, Snooze. You know.
Definitely, man. I'll stay in contact with y'all, man. You know what I mean? I'll let
You
y'all know
know.
what's going on, and I'll hit y'all up real
Definitely.
soon. And shout
All
out to
right.
Omen 44. I see you, brother. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Y'all
Take
have
care.
a good one, man. Be
All
easy.
right,
Happy New
yo, be
Year.
safe
Let's
All
out
do
right.
it.
Happy New Year, yo.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
Omen, what's going on?
Oh, great, great. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
All right, all right, all right. Now, I'm going to go right in, okay? Because
Oh,
I'm saying your
yes.
name alone is fucking me up, okay?
Okay.
I'm from the old school. You got a name called Omen. That's the Omen. I'm like 666, the devil. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck, son? Okay, don't
Yes.
don't don't your head turn around on me, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to see that shit, okay? Don't put out no green spit either, okay?
All right.
We cool, right? We cool. We cool.
Yes,
But
sir.
now,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the show. I am the Prince Royale. Of course, you know who that me head down below is. You know who he is.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's going on? It's nice to meet you, Omen. I've been working with you. I've been getting you on shows with MJ, just like
Thank you.
Snooze
Thank you.
Daily. Yeah. So
Yes.
we got a lot of work plans for you. So we good, you know.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Definitely. Definitely.
Okay. All right. So come on, open up, man. This is
Okay.
like
How would you
don't make
describe?
it like the police.
I was
Just
gonna
put a
say
white
something.
light on
So
you
how?
and start asking you
Okay.
20 questions. Let the
I
people
was about to
know
ask a
who
question,
you
but you
are.
interrupted.
Come on now. Who are you, Omen? Tell us.
Okay.
You want me to tell
Okay.
who am I?
I go by Omen 44, a Japanese American. I just came out with the album called Hentai. It features artists from Planet Asia, from LA to Scott Zoo, and BK,
I know Scott.
to all these artists in Japan, Tokyo, artists from Denmark, Sick Nature, who's in this group called Snow Goons. Shout out to DJ Legal and them. Snow Goons made a remix for me too.
Okay.
I got some artists from France that goes by Kayo Itachi and Fizzy Pizzy.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, the whole concept is worldwide, you know. And shout out to the nation, shout out to the people. 44 stands for that culture freedom. I have the name under culture freedom Allah. Peace to the gods. Yes, that's about it.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
if folks want to follow me, I got my Twitter on under Omen44, which that 44 is in alphabet OMENFOUR, and I have that on Instagram too. Instagram at OMENFOUR.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Definitely. Yeah, I got you on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter though.
What's that?
I said nah. I don't got Twitter, but nah, I
Yeah.
got you on
Okay.
Instagram. So, what about your music? Like, what makes your music different?
Uh,
What
you
makes it
know, it,
stand out? How do you push your brand? Because like you have
uh,
to set yourself different from everybody else.
yes, definitely. You know, you know what, the core of my music is based on New York boom bap from the 90s, basically, because that's what I grew up with. The first Japanese hip hop that I was introduced to, Japanese rap actually, that I was introduced to was on a De La Soul album called Balloon State of Mind. And
Okay.
from there, I noticed Japanese folks were doing it. I came in from there. We didn't have that much source back in the days. We didn't have that much information laying around. So, like, the first video that I actually got introduced to was actually Tribe Called Quest, Can I Kick It, and KRS-One,
Okay.
Love's Gonna Get You. And I was
Okay.
still checking up on MC Hammer back in the days, So um, that's how I came in. I have my own background. I grew up in my teen. I grew up in Japan for a while, so it's not. I have so many influence to it. Like I have DJ Crush in my blood. All kinds of stuff. And definitely jazz too. Because listening to my own album, it reminded me of root. The Roots is a second album that had uh, Proceed and all them and it reminded me of Jazzmatazz
The Rus-
2 with Guru on it,
Oh
so
yeah. Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
that it came in a full circle coming back to that, so
Yo,
it's jazz, trip hop, hip hop. Definitely it's about the boom bap, but it's not like I don't challenge anything. I have the 12th song is a little bit of a trip hop beat too, I mean trap beat too, so and I still love these trap artists too, depending on the person though,
right.
um like who was that dude? Damn, I can't come up with the name right now.
But let me ask you a question. Oh,
Maxwell Queen and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you. See, you're both old. It's crazy because
Oh,
I know I'm old.
That's why he was asking me. Like, okay, you confused the hell out of me. That's why I was.
All right.
Okay.
But Omen.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, with you being Japanese, and your parents, are they traditional Japanese? Was it difficult for them watching you listening to this music? I mean, like, did they understand? Was it easy for them to understand that you was more or less like a rebel to them? Like, oh my God, look at this kid. I don't know what the hell he's listening to. And you're like, Mom, Pop, cool, it's cool, it's cool. Because I'm saying, being in the Japanese culture, you have your way. And here
Yeah.
you are, you going this way. And
Uh-huh.
how did your parents accept that? Were they real
You know,
cool?
my family, they're very we're an independent family, I left my house when I was like 19 or something. So, I and even when I was a kid or teen, my both of my parents were working. So, I wasn't like a role model. I wasn't a good kid that much, but like, but they didn't really come, they didn't look at my life like that. I was just an independent man. They respected me as a human, and I was going my way. Yes.
Okay. Okay, because I was just understanding like the culture clash it must have been. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I mean, they expect you to go one way, and then all of a sudden you got baggy pants, and you wear hair, and you're like, "Yo, Pops, that ain't cool, man." And you're like, "What the hell is this? You're like, what the hell
That's
is this?"
true.
So
That's
I
true,
just
though.
I just wanted to understand that.
Yes. Yes.
Something.
My mother was kind of worried about me, and yes, I since I was a teen, I used to hang out at these college student parties and stuff in Japan, in Osaka, and I used to go out in the middle of the night and all that. So yes, I'm sorry, Mom. Yes, I did some bad things, in a way that I made them worry so much. But from there, I started off seeing DJs, MCs. Back in the days, we didn't know what the whole formula was. We didn't know what the whole culture was even. So we started off by dancing. We had these showcases and gigs in the middle of these college student parties and stuff, like short 10 minutes or 5 minute shows and all that. And from there, even those that dance party videos, it was VHS back in the days. So it was like by the time you see it, it was all worn out and really slow or something. But that's the only information we actually had. And there were these Japanese kids that had dread and all them. That was like breakdancing and all that. So, that was like hip hop to us at the beginning.
It was breakdancing.
I'm just laughing because the way you said, there were Japanese kids and they had the dreads and everything. Like, what the hell? Oh shit! I have to find out about this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? It just sparked your interest. I just find that interesting. All right. When you first started rapping, did you rap in Japanese or did you rap in English?
I started off from Japanese first.
Ooh, can we hear some Japanese rap?
Yeah, sure. Yamachi Karagacha, Shachu like paparazzi, Papa Large, Big Shine, the Far East. We go deep, Tokyo Chikado, Loja Tasamao de Gaito, Underground Michibiku Gaido, Ezo wa Bibito Bibito, Kitamon da ke tsuwaru Ingo, Kakaeru Tanimachi Suas Laudo, Jack ni Kyoshoku Tafu de Nambo, Kuka kwareru kanara, Ikitai yo, Ikite Hinome miru, Taiyo Mamo Zento Iru Densho, Koku Tokyo. Koko Tokyo, Yamen Shiran, Ore Shinu Made, Kono Kanji, I be living life to the fullest, and you know me. Goddamn nigga G Shadow ni Shishi, Ikinuko Chikyu Malui Uchi.
Okay.
Yo, Prince, we don't understand. Yo, Prince, we don't understand it, but he nice. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Because I'm saying, I felt exactly where he was going with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. And in Japanese, it still rhymes. I'm like, wow.
Appreciate that.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Okay. Word. So, what's your next project you got coming out?
I just dropped a project on December 29th. The album is called Hentai. And I definitely want y'all to check that out. I have 3 videos off of the album. One is called Eclipse. One is called I Can See the Sun. And the other one is called Dum Dum. It's really nice. I want y'all to check it out.
Okay, all right. We're going to do that. Definitely. Like I asked the other artists, do you have any artists that you have underneath your wing that you get ready to help come out?
I have my own label, and this is another thing. Me as an artist, I'm an organizer too.
Okay.
And I'm a promoter too. So I bring out artists to Japan and everything. And I have a couple of artists that's under my label too, and I promote them really hard too. One is called her name is Chelsea Reject. She's really nice, she's really young. She had her video on Duck Down music and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and Rod Fresco. I had this kid in the name of Shadow the Great. He's in this collective group called the Loaf Music. He was on Team Backpack and all that. He was on my album too. So yes, these are great artists. Young, but they can actually spit on boom bap, trap, anything, you know.
Mm.
That's how kids are nowadays. So I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, are they Japanese also? These artists that you got on your
Oh
list?
no, they're Brooklyn natives. They're from
Okay.
Canada. Oh, shout out to my man Biken. He has a juice. He has a juice shop in Japan, like Styles P and them.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, he was in my album called 2517.
mm.
Shout out to my man Nips. He was on my album too. Nips, this guy is from this legendary group called Buddha Brand in Japan. They're considered like the Utan of Japan, you know. So yeah, shout out to him, Nips.
Hello?
Yes, and
Okay. Okay.
these are definitely people that I support, push, you know. I had an EP with Rusty Jugs from Duckdown too.
Oh,
Okay.
word.
Yes,
I
yes,
would
yes.
definitely check that out.
Yes, definitely. Please,
Okay.
please.
Word.
Is your music on Spotify?
Yes, I have it on Spotify. I have it on everything. Yes.
I'm gonna check all your music out right now. After.
Okay. Definitely. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You know what? Like, cause we always
He needs the bar.
we all year, me and Prince, we were talking about how 2020 music was like very disappointing, and I'm like, now I'm excited to hear Omen 44. You know what I'm saying? I was excited to hear some good new music.
Say again. I'm sorry. I got a
No,
little.
I was just saying how me and you were saying how we were disappointed with the music lately of 2020, and I'm like, now I'm looking forward to listening to his music.
Okay. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And especially since I got to listen to the one that he just dropped on my birthday, December 29th. I heard it. My birthday.
Happy birthday, God.
Okay. Thank you.
No, actually, yesterday was my birthday too.
Oh, really? Happy birthday.
Yes,
Capricorn's rule. I'm
yes.
saying
Happy birthday.
Capricorn's rule. We end
Yes.
the year and we begin the year. No sign is better than that.
Yes.
Okay? I'm just saying. All right? But now, are you married?
Yes, I have a kid. She's actually 7 years old. She's gonna be 8 in this March.
Oh,
Congratulations.
really?
Yeah.
God bless
They're
you.
living in Japan right now, so you know.
Oh, say again?
They're living in Japan right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is what I was getting ready to ask.
Yes.
How hard is it basically with the industry and I guess you traveling and everything?
Uh-huh.
It is with family time. Because see, I tell people once you get to a certain level in the industry, you kind of become homeless. You know what I'm saying? You're never home. You're always in a hotel somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So how hard is it? Explain so that the other people that's trying to get there will understand what you're going through because they're going to have to get there themselves.
Yes, it is a hard thing, but nowadays with all the all the technologies and everything, you can FaceTime them. I have this app called Line that I can just like watch them, and yes, it is a hard thing, but at the same time, the world is closer nowadays. It's not like you get charged for $100, 200 for an international call nowadays.
True.
So
Look at us now, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Look
like
at us now.
so and before this pandemic and everything, I was going back and forth like every 2 months or 3 months to Japan and US, back and forth. So I was able to see them at frequently, and I always feel guilty for not being there for my family and for my wife. I know she's going through hard things and everything, but and that's why I'm trying to make it up for her too. make that bread and just send, provide what I can provide and do my part in the business,
Okay.
So, yeah, it is hard, but the world is more of a closer place, and that, as long as you have that feeling and that commitment, and and yes, while I'm on tour, another thing, I just quitted drinking alcohol too,
Oh man,
That's
good. Great job, man. Great job.
Yes. That's another thing. Like while you're on tour, you have your homies with you. You get all pumped up. You do some strange, stupid stuff. But yeah, you always have to remember where your foundation's at. The family is the foundation. Like what the 5%ers say. You are the sun. She's the moon. These kids are the stars. You got to be in the center of it. You got to shine for them.
Exactly. Now, do you have a no man in your camp? Now, what I call a no man is somebody that will stop you from doing stupid shit. Because basically, everybody got somebody in their camp that goes, yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah, do that. Yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah, I'm with you. Do that. But do you have somebody in your camp that be like, nah, don't do that shit. That's stupid shit. Don't do that shit, man. Leave that shit.
No, that was the problem. See, we didn't have that. That's why I needed to quit alcohol. Oh yeah, I done some stupid things though, really, really bad. And this is my, this is how I concluded it. Alcohol is the worst hard drug.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
It is the worst hard drug.
Oh my God.
It makes you very violent. Yes, it's bad.
And shit you don't want to do. You say, if you were sober, damn well you wouldn't have done that shit. But God damn it, it takes away all inhibitions, man.
Yes, that's true.
Any discipline you have, you drink a little bit too much, you wind up sleeping with a horse or some shit. You be like, how this shit happen? I don't know. You were fucked up.
Yeah, I've been there before.
And you forget everything, you forget everything. Like you want to forget everything. I guess it's just that.
Okay. Yeah. That's why I stay herbal. I stay herbal.
That's the right way, though. That's the right way. Definitely.
Okay, because I'm saying that other stuff is man-made and that shit corrupts the brain. Okay, but
that's totally true.
I want to introduce you to somebody. Because she's gonna kind of host. She's gonna take over my spot for a little while. She's gonna start asking some questions.
Okay, definitely.
Okay. Sweetness Decoy is her name. Okay. Sweetness Decoy. So y'all ready? Be prepared.
We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, you can. Come sit. Talk to the people. Ask questions.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Same.
So ask some questions, girl.
Anything?
Anything you want to ask them.
I want to know, right? Since you did your whole career and you started off like doing like Japanese music, right?
Yes.
I want to know, do you see yourself as a Japanese rapper or it's just like a open base for you?
No, I see myself as American rapper, actually. The thing was, I had points in my life that made me think of just going into Japanese rap and everything. But even with Japanese rap, there's quite a lot of things going on there. There's even artists that can spit in English a lot. Shingo 2 been doing it since the 90s. There's an artist in the name of Kojo, Big Joe. There's quite a lot, even Nips, and then Vervo from and Flo from the Teriyaki Boys. Yeah, these people can spit in English too, you know. But the thing is, so when I thought of it, it's not that easy really. Just to catch, just keeping it up with the English, you know. That's why I'm living out here in the States, and
And with living here, it helps more, or
yes, it helps more. It definitely helps more. And you know, it's at the same time, you know, it's where my foundation is laid too. You know, I've been living here for like 20 years in New York, New Jersey for now. I mean, for
your fan
a
base is
while now.
basically here.
Well, it's all around, you know. But you know, like I get love from Sweden, all kinds of places. Yes, but you know.
So when you do your music videos, it's what, different culture, or is it like, how would your music video like be? Because I'm looking at it more like, all right, you're a Japanese American rapper. So how's your music video like? Is it like big booty, all that extraness? Is it like mixed race where you see like Japanese, Chinese, Black American, white? Like, is it
Yeah,
gonna be
so
different, or is it like just one?
Like all Japanese.
You know how hip hop, right? Most of the black rappers you see in hip hop, they mostly got big booty girls with big breasts, and you know. And then you'll see like another artist, like Post Malone, for example, right? His video, like the girls be more like more seductive, like different. So I'm just saying for you, like, because you're Japanese and American rapper, it makes you stand out. So is your video gonna be the same as everybody else, or is
no, that's another thing. Like, you know, my 5%er name is Culture Freedom Allah. You know, that's that name pops up in my brain every day. You know, it's what I represent. You know, I'm the bridge between Japan and New York. You know, I'm trying to give them the culture and give the culture back. You know, and through culture, I'm trying to free the dumb, like the civilized 85ers. You know, so you know, even with the videos and all that, this last video I made was is called Eclipse. I had all these collages of animation from back in the days and just put it all together and made one video off of it. And even with the videos, the other videos, you know, I shot it in Atlanta with Sky Zoo in it. Not much females around, but like, you know, yes, it's me, you know. Back in the days, you know, I kind of I didn't even like my voice back in the days, you know, because I sounded so Asian. But you know, it took time just to accept who I am and what I was trying to express, and what my part was inside this industry, what my part was in this culture, you know. So I mean, you know, I'm just part of it now, you know. So I'm trying to, you know, bridge all that stuff, and bringing out artists to Japan. That's another thing that I'm doing too. So you know, and we shot videos for those young artists in Japan too. I want y'all to check out the video called Shogun Warriors that Loaf Music made. We shot that in Kobe.
Wait, Lofi Music?
Loaf Music.
LOFEY?
LOFMUZIK.
Okay. I thought I knew somebody. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It's Loft Music.
So you know, yes. So
so do your wife? She's okay. Like, she accept all of this. Like, you know, because I'm just saying it's different for her because, you know, like the good thing is that you have two different scenes. It's not like you're an artist that just has America behind you. You have Japan and, like he said, Sweden, but like remember, like for y'all, like y'all all over. Like, how is she doing?
You know, I mean, you know, she's going. You know, I actually brought her out, and she stayed in Atlanta for a while, actually. But you know,
She likes it.
well, she liked it, but another thing was like, you know, she had the language barrier. She was going through it, you know. And another thing was, you know, since I was going back and forth, I couldn't be with them all the time, and when they needed me, you know. So that's another reason they went back to Japan and everything, you know, with their languages and everything. But you know, and this is another thing, like US, you know, like even in New Jersey and New York, it's quite expensive out here, you know. And in Japan, like the birth rate is so bad that children can get so much benefit out of everything, you know. So that's another reason we moved. My family moved out to Japan and everything. So,
Okay.
and this is a huge part for a woman, I think. Um, she has her mother there, my mother-in-law over there,
Oh
and
yeah, that helps a lot.
that
Yeah.
helps out the whole you know, circumstance a lot. That's how I felt. What do you think
Yeah.
as a woman, though?
I think you're doing a good job because at least you're letting, for me, I would say, yeah, you're doing a great job because you're letting her feel what you're feeling as you're going through it. It's not like you're getting there and then you're going to put her in this environment and just expecting her to just blend in, you know? But I want to also know, like, what type of rapper are you? Because there's a lot of rappers.
Okay. Can I just say something? Sorry, we're gonna have to wrap up in a couple of minutes because we have our next guest. But yeah, just answer her
Yes.
last question.
So you know, the even the words that I put together, you know, I've been through so many things, you know. I'm not a gangster rapper, but I'm trying to be a conscious rapper, you know. These words that I put together, you know, these are words that most people don't even try to put together even. And you know, it's not like I went through, you know, it's not like I've been living a you know, good boy life even, you know. You know, when I was a teen, I used to smuggle all these drugs just to travel around the world and everything, you know. I'm talking about those stuff on in the album too, you know. I'm talking about all the stuff that I've been through, what I've done, you know. And
Okay,
it's not
one
easy.
last thing, just one last little thing. I heard you did your thing in Japanese, so I'm just saying I could hear something like in English.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Asiatic, down with the mystery spook, we ain't with it. If that wax poetic, we be the rugged. Wavy like tsunami, got your villa on the panic. Afro-Eurasian ecliptic, staying illmatic is just axiomatic. Megalomaniac, screaming histrionic. Bob sadistic, marquee this sad. Without Mika, me grown so fat. Pandemic, epidemic, corona 2020. Heart of darkness, apocalypse now. They say the virus was government made. Unit 731, the black sun. Suckers regret their egregious act. Never let it slide like side. Bystander effect, power equal to Allah sees everything. Showing proof for this young Asiatic.
Mm,
That's
You're
excellent.
very
nice.
lyrical.
Dope,
You're
dope,
very
dope.
lyrical.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Word.
And the words you don't really hear like a lot of rappers using like big words
Anymore.
A
anymore.
Very, very
lot of
clever.
the songs is just very repetitive, just like
Yeah.
um whole lot of nothing, you know. But it's nice to hear like
Good.
Omen 44 and Snooze Daily that like have actually something to say, you know.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yes.
That's very unique.
Yes. So you know,
Who would
as
you like
culture
to?
freedom Allah, you know, I'm trying to bring all this culture together, you know, and you know, I found a space in this 5%er thing, about these self Lord Asiatic master, how Wu-Tang came into this, got that whole Asiatic concept from them. I'm learning so many stuff, like even with Big Daddy Kane, how his name standard as for King Asiatic, nobody equal, and I think this whole culture, hip hop itself is the universal language,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I just want to help out people through that.
So you got
That's really the bottom line.
YouTube, like
What
where
was
can we find you? Like if we want to listen to your music.
Oh yes, so Omen44 on Twitter and Instagram. It's OMENFOUR in alphabet, and you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
Wait,
Yeah,
on
most
Spotify?
of the platforms.
Omen. On Spotify, it's Omen44, like the number 44, or the letters?
Yes,
like
it's the
Instagram?
Omen44. On Spotify, it's the Omen44, like the numeric.
The number?
44.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna check that out after the show.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So our next guest hasn't arrived yet, so I guess we could do another talk a little more if you want.
Sure.
I love. First of all, what was your name? I
Who
forgot.
mine?
What was your name?
I'm Sweetness Decoy.
Okay. So no, I'm saying you
Sweetness
did.
Decoy.
Sorry. Sweetness Decoy. Nice to meet you. I'm Oren.
I just wanted to be different from everybody else. So I'm like, all right, why not just be a decoy where you could flip script? So I'm like, all right.
You're doing a great job. Like
Oh,
you did a
thank
great
you.
job just now. Have you been doing this for a while?
No, I love music, so I'm always listening to music, especially for me. Like you got some people they listen to music, but they listen to the beat, and then once the beat is hot, then that's it.
No,
But
I
for
like
me,
the
I love
words.
to listen to the words. Like
I love me too. That's why I love I love all the music that Omen was talking about earlier. I
yeah,
love like old school music, but like now all the words is like it doesn't really mean anything. You know what I mean?
just shake that booty, twerk, 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 shake, shake.
Yeah.
That's
it.
it.
Which is cool, but just like that's it. You know what I mean? Like the whole album
Yeah.
is that. Like you're saying, like
Yeah.
they have when back in the day they used to have like different types of songs on the album, like different types of hip hop. Now it's all like the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it changed a lot, definitely. Rest in peace, MF Doom. Like
Definitely.
he had some contents that was really crazy. Like he put these words together that nobody could have even figured out, and in the right timing, in the right rhyme. Yes. Rest in peace, Sean Price too. I was on this other interview the other day, and they were asking me about the top 5 MCs, and these were actually 2 people that I had on the list. They're crazy. Sean Price even had that line. I would say something that's meaningless, but I'll make you feel like there's meaning to it. That's what kind of lyrics he was spitting. So yeah, being poetical and like having all that knowledge to it, that's what the foundation is. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and that's how we're trying to get to that universal equality.
Oh man, how many kids do you have?
How many songs?
Oh, you have only boys?
Oh, a girl, one girl.
Yeah. How many children do you have?
Yes, one child.
There's a girl?
It's a girl.
So what if she becomes a rapper?
Oh, I never thought about that. Her name is actually
she's gonna
Nina.
be a conscious rapper.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
I actually named her. Okay. I actually named her Nina, and I got that name from Nina Simone.
Oh, that's cool. That's
The
dope.
late, yes, the late great singer,
That's a very beautiful name.
And yeah, it is a good name. It
Yeah.
comes good. It sounds like a Spanish name too, but Americans can identify that name too. So
Yes, they
and
can.
Yes.
even in
It's
Japanese.
an
So
international name.
yes,
Mhm.
definitely. So that's why I
Great
named her
choice.
that.
Beautiful
Yeah.
choice.
So that's good. The rapper
Yeah.
Nina.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Look on the side and see the other guesses and read those and the other guesses.
I can't see. I mean, I don't know.
You scared? Don't be scared.
No. Oh, this is my first time, by the way. So
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
No,
scared.
but you did a great job for the first time.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so keep talking, man. Keep talking, man. Find something else to ask.
I just want to know
Okay.
how's hip hop in the club
Okay.
in Japan? Like, how is it?
Uh, um,
Like, do you hear it
Japan.
a lot?
No,
Or,
Japan with this COVID. Japan is still in a rather better place. Over here there's like 2,000 people dying every day, right? I mean that's actually the infection, the people that gets infected on daily basis. So, but still, Japan's spiking right now. That all the I think they closed all the restaurants and everything from the 7th yesterday or something. And
nothing
I
going
think
on.
they'll be closing it for like a month or something. But
So how was it though? Like before the COVID, like how? Like, do you hear it in the clubs a lot? Like,
well, it was actually operating, in Japan.
are you playing in the clubs? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they
like
do.
you have like freshly new artists. Like, you have DJs that be playing you when you enter the club, or like.
Yes. So
So
like
we
in
gotta wrap
Japan
up a
right
little
now.
bit. So real quick, we gotta wrap up a little bit. So yeah, just
Okay.
real quick. Sorry.
So like
No,
right,
continue.
in between this COVID and everything, they were doing these events for like for limited people, like for like just 50 people or something like that. And like I don't know about big clubs though. I think it's only limited limited for bars and small clubs, and I don't think the huge clubs and everything was open.
Okay.
So but over there,
Yeah.
even with the club culture, it's quite crazy.
Mhm.
There's this club called Contact, and there's another one called Vision. These are like huge clubs, actually bigger than these clubs out here in New York and all that. There's one called Ageha, which is in Kiva. That has like 5 different rooms. One is a huge stadium, and yeah, it's quite crazy out there. When
Oh,
I
that's
when I
dope.
performed when I performed for this national TV out there in Japan, it was in Ageha. It's a huge place. They do TV shows there too. So yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mhm.
listen, Omen, thank you so much for coming through to
Nice
Third
to
Round
meet you,
Knockout
Omen,
Radio.
and good luck.
And yeah,
Yes.
we working. We're gonna be in touch. And all right, yo. So
Yeah.
have a good one, and we're gonna talk.
Yes. Peace out.
All right,
Bye.
peace.
All right.
Now we got Young Geechee. This is the daughter of D. Dean from Rough Riders, the CEO of Rough Riders. Young Geechee,
What's
what's
going on,
good?
y'all?
It's nice to meet you.
What's going on, y'all?
Hold up.
How are
I
you
heard
today?
female voice. I gotta come for this. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Scoot over this side.
All right, let me
Yeah. No. You just come right back here. I just gotta see this. All right. Woo, put on the glasses. Hey, girl.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
You doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to give you the royal welcome to Third Round. Knock out your pretty ass
Yeah.
smile, girl. How you doing? All right.
I'm good. You know, I'm just working. I'm out here working. You know, that's all we can do. You know, working.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So go ahead, girl. All right. You know, like I just told my man, don't let me throw the light on you. We're gonna give you the third degree. You know what I'm saying? 20 questions, what it is. Give us your rundown. Show us the whole bio, girl. What you doing?
All right. So right now, I'm dropping a lot of singles right now, a lot of visuals and videos just to really bring that following. I have a really actually have a really strong fan base because I dropped a record called Big Dripper. I sent it over your way.
Yeah,
Really, and
yeah.
the record
I
got
sent
me.
it to them. Yeah,
Oh, you did where the
yeah.
record got me some feedback and all that, so I was able to gain some like a following. So I'm just gonna continue to put like singles out, and I'm gonna drop a project right before summer. So I want my next project to be crazy, and I want to take my time with it. So, and it's a single driven market right now.
Okay. Take over, girl. I just wanted to meet you. It's her time. But I just wanted to meet you, girl. Let sweetness decoy go from here. Go ahead, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, hi.
Okay.
What type of music do you do?
Oh, so I'm a rapper, but I wouldn't label myself just as just a rapper because I also do pop music, like I sing as well. I'm all around, like I'm even getting into rock as well. So like I'm all around, like
Entertainer.
yeah, like I would just say that I'm like an all around artist, like so,
Mhm.
you know.
Versatile. You're
That's
triple
dope.
threat.
I wanted to. We were talking on the phone the other day, right? And I wanted to ask you, what are the struggles of being a part of the LGBT community in hip hop? Especially, did you feel nervous, like being affiliated with like Rough Riders? You know what I mean? Did you feel like you wouldn't be like accepted in a way or something like that? You know, just what are the struggles of that
So
versus somebody that's not of the LGBT community.
So, like for me, I definitely have to say, like I've been approached by labels, I've been approached by Rock Nation, I've been approached by Decca Records, I've been approached by even investors, and I think the biggest struggle with LGBT and me, my biggest struggle is people kind of want to change the image. Like they love the
Oh,
music, they love this, they love that, but they like because certain girls are winning, they feel like those are the only type of women that could win. But I feel like people forget they forget the Lauryn Hills, they forget certain people that kind
yeah,
of have to do that. And it was all about the music and it was about a different type of image, just not the typical
yeah,
image that you see. So I would say like being LGBT, the biggest struggle is just like staying true to myself. Like because it's like I see a lot of people, a lot of like there's a plenty of women like that rap and they looked like they were aggressive or more on the boyish side and now they changed so that they could get that bag. But for me, I just kind of stand for like not even just LGBT, but any woman who doesn't fit like the regular criteria of the fat ass and the titties and the twerking everywhere. Like I stand for something different and I want to kind of pave that way for those women. So, when they do decide they want to do something, they good. So I'm not going to change
yeah,
my.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, for example, Cardi B, she's how she is. She'll dress how she is because that's her personality. But
Mhm.
you are your own personality. You know what I mean? So it's it's not like it's better that you're being yourself. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
always.
it's like it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Even with being yourself, they want you to change stuff. Because I noticed,
Yeah,
like the industry nowadays, like I noticed most of the artists, like especially females, like they do get like like to me, I think they're treated differently from men because
yes,
just like she was saying, why you gotta go get your breasts done? Like, what's wrong with my breasts now? Like, why you have to go get a wider hips? What's wrong with my hips now? Like, they always want to change, especially for gays. Like I always say, they always want you to change something that's just you. Like, I think anything with LGBT, like Like I feel like they're just unique. They're just people within their own, you like your own self. Like they're different. It's like you're going to the mall and you're gonna buy like an outfit and you see like this in like blue, white, purple, but you only see like one shirt that the neck is down like this in pink.
Mhm.
I'm just saying they different. Like you don't
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
need to change anything.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, like I really like your vibe. I like your music. I was listening to music earlier.
Yeah, the
Um,
sexuality out there.
Mhm. So
yeah.
you
Um,
sing
uh,
something
good.
for me? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I definitely should have sent y'all some of my performances. I like now that with COVID, I don't be performing like that. But when I was performing, it was actually I probably performed over like 30 venues at this point. Before COVID, and I would say I'm actually like very energetic, all around energy, like all around energetic. So when I'm on that stage, it's just like a different type of energy. I amp it all the way up. Y'all gotta come to one of my performances because my performance is different.
I want to see that. I want to see your performances one of
Yeah.
these days. Um, one thing I wanted to ask you. So you were talking about how you grew up in the Rough Riders studio. You grew up around some of my favorite rappers, and let me tell you something. Rough Riders, like these artists, are some of the best to ever do it. I always say that the Locks are the, in my opinion, the best to ever do it. So you grew up and around the Locks, DMX, Eve, Dragon. So tell us about that. How were they to you when you were young? You also grew up around Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys.
Yeah, so
So
I don't want to cut you off, boo. My bad. What you
no. I know. Like there's so many people I could go on, right? The list goes on. So just like pick one and just go ahead.
Well, so like I definitely did grow up around that environment. My dad is responsible. My dad is Darren Dean, D from Rough Riders. So
Yeah.
he's
Shout out to General over everything. Everybody
the
follow him.
general.
Go ahead.
Yes, they call him the general. So he's responsible for directly, like my dad directly found these people and groomed them to be great. The X, Eve, Kiss, the Locks. And those are probably the people that I know like I'm more personal with, but being in that environment just kind of like honestly it's a gift and a curse because I'm like totally hip hop. Like being in that environment, like you cannot be hip hop, you cannot be lyrical. So like I feel like it's also it's a gift too though because I get to kind of bring something different to the culture from what I was brought up
Yeah.
on that a lot of kids not really hip to but imitate anyway. Like so it's like for me being brought up around that is just kind of like I don't even want to say so much it gives me like a head start, but it just kind of lets me see things differently. So I get the rap from like now I call this era rap. So I get to like be a part of this era now with rap, but I also still have all my qualities from when I was like in a hip hop environment.
You were around the grind, like your parents, like you see their grind, and like all the rappers that we just mentioned, you see like their hunger and like how they work in the booth. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah,
that's I see like that's what you were saying. You got all that from them,
yeah.
and
So like the grind is crazy. So like what I definitely like observe more than anything is like for Eve, like my dad really groomed Eve. He brought her to like different blocks, had her battling. Like she was literally like battling dudes. And Eve actually didn't like
Eva's nice though.
yeah,
Cause
Eve's
like
nice. Eve's only nice, but she
yeah,
wasn't like at the time. Like my dad tells me this all the time. He says she said she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She didn't feel like she was ready. And then it was when my dad kind of started taking her places and showing like, yo, you feel like you're not ready, but like you just went up against one of the best rapper on the block, and like you smoked them. Like you ready? Like we just did this for like a whole month straight. Like we just kept doing that until he showed Eve that she was really ready. So that's something that I always one of my favorite stories, because like I feel like as artists, even now, like we feel like we're not ready, or we overthink certain things, even or
Yes,
like
definitely.
we think certain things, like when we shouldn't, you know, because we're so talented as people. So
Um,
How many MCs you got underneath your belt? How many MCs are now crying because you don't whip their ass on stage?
me, I don't battle rap, but I've gotten on stage and definitely did that whole one too a few times. So I do freestyle and stuff like that when I'm on stage, but I don't battle rap. I make like
Nah, come on, girl. Come on. Somebody had to put you up again, just like you did with Ease. Your pops had to do that
okay.
with somebody. And I know you smoked somebody.
Yeah,
Come on. Let's
I know.
see who the smoke butt is in the ashtray. Who did you smoke?
Oh,
Who smoked?
Throw down.
Come on. We gonna say their name just once, and then we're gonna move on. Come on. You can say it.
it's like for me, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm different. My music, like I'm not really looking to like I love freestyling and I love the art of everything. And I'm gonna always be like a lyricist, like super lyrical, like put it together, take it apart, and all that. But I think now, like I found that balance where I can make records where I mix the applesauce with the pretzels, and I'm still able to kind of please both crowds. So like I want to say I'm all about like having a record that's hot, but it's still like got that lyrical to it too. So it's like I don't
that
look
sounds very. Sorry to cut you off. That's very Rough Riders. Like
I
a
know.
hot beat. That's very Rough Riders. Like, go ahead, go ahead.
but yeah, so like I don't like I make the records literally to please both crowds, but to please
Yeah,
myself, because I know if I could make a record that's hot and catchy, but it's still you still hearing like lines and stuff, then I'm good, you know. So that's what it's all about.
that's
Okay,
yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
dope.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me that somebody, even if dudes say, "Yo, I'll toast you, burn you right now." You know what I'm saying? You gonna go? Nah, I don't do that type of thing. I'm gonna, just chill back and you're not gonna accept the challenge, girl. You're just gonna just slide. How they say, turn the other cheek.
I mean, like, I see that's the thing. Like, I feel like with I've seen a lot of people go in lanes that's not their lane and ruin their whole career before it even start. I'm like me. I'm like I'm a great rapper, but I'm not a battle rapper. Like, so I
Okay,
wouldn't, but I got heart and I got energy, so I would definitely still step up. And if they put some money down, then I'm gonna take that too. So,
Yeah,
okay.
let's
That's
get it.
that's all I want to hear. That confidence, girl. That's all. That's all I
Yeah,
wanted to hear. Okay. Word. I don't want you to be
yeah.
like, nah, like you just said before. Nah, I ain't ready and shit. I can't do that. I don't want nobody to be like trying to punk you and shit. Like, yo, I smoke young. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got nothing. I need young geeks to be like, what? Nigga, break that mic. This is over. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's
Yo,
what
Gigi. So I wanted, besides Rough Riders and people you grew up with, like, Who your favorite artists growing up?
my favorite artist growing up, it's actually crazy. It's crazy because even if I wasn't Rough Riders family, Eve would have been my favorite rapper regardless.
Yeah,
Um, and it's funny.
female rapper. Word.
It's crazy because Eve would have been my favorite rapper regardless, and Swiss would have been
yes,
Swiss is my cousin, so it's a little different. But
yeah.
Swiss literally would have been my top 3 beat makers. Like, so it's funny because I'm actually like Rough Riders. I would have still those were some of my favorite rappers. But other rappers that influenced me, I would definitely say Missy. I'm a huge Missy Elliott fan.
Let's see. Yo, the
Um,
song with even Missy Elliott got some dope songs together. I
yo,
was listening to For My People. You know that song? For My
hmm
People, Missy and Eve. That song is a hot song.
that
They
was
got
never
Hot Boys remix.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Even Missy Elliott together is fire. Like,
Yeah, but
yeah,
that thing with Eve is they made sure that Eve got them good features. That like
Yeah.
Eve's catalog is crazy, but
Yeah,
it's
hell yeah.
because it got like she has great features, you know. But
Definitely.
yeah, so like Missy Elliott, Outkast, Wu-Tang Clan,
Yeah.
Jay-Z, huge Jay-Z fan.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a
Yeah.
question?
Yeah,
Is it true Eve used to work at the Golden Lady in the Bronx? Is that
Oh
true?
my God. Did you just
correct.
do that?
I don't know
Come
anything.
on,
Look,
Roy.
I was a child at that
Don't
time,
do
so I
that.
wouldn't have known, you know, anything like that.
Okay,
Don't do that.
look. It's just a rumor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not down in the woman. I love the woman. Know what I'm saying? I love the woman. It was just a rumor, and being that you was close to her, I just figured maybe we could squash that rumor right now. Know what I'm saying? Be like, nah,
Don't
she
cry.
ain't never do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
But she can't even say because she was very
Right.
young.
I just asked. It was just a question. Just a question. I'm saying.
Yo, okay,
No,
let it. All
it's
right.
good.
I'm just saying. It's just a question.
Like,
Lord.
it's so good. I can hold my ground. I can hold my ground.
But
Yeah. So like honestly, with all of like with the whole Golden, like I can tell you right now, she probably never worked there. Like she probably
That's
never
what.
worked there.
See,
I can tell you that right now. But I could also tell you, as a kid, I wasn't involved in stuff like that. But Eve was always always like working. Like to be really honest, she was always working. So it like she didn't even have time to do shit like that. So.
Okay.
You know, but like I said, I'm a kid, so I can't. I was a kid at the time. I'm still like a kid, but I can't really answer that.
Yeah,
You know how people be doing with that look-alike thing. It was Eve's sister. It wasn't her.
so what's your favorite Eve song? Let's go
Uh,
about that.
oh damn, yo, you know what's crazy?
I'll give you mine. I want to hear yours, and I'll give you mine.
My favorite Eve verse is "Let's Talk About."
Oh yeah, okay. I play when I used to engineer at the Matrix Studios. I used to play that song a lot.
Yo, it's crazy
Yeah,
because I was like, Ma, I'm gonna redo.
let's talk
I
about.
was like,
Oh,
Ma, I'm gonna redo this beat. I'm gonna redo this beat. And
yes,
my mom is like, so she was with my
yes.
dad at the time during the whole Rough Riders era, whatever. So I go and I play her the song, right? And she like, nah, don't do that one. Don't do that one. I remember when they did that
No,
one.
listen,
Don't do that one.
listen, Geechee, you and another rapper, you should do that ASAP.
Oh nah, so I definitely actually am planning to cover a lot of Rough Rider songs as well as Swiss
Oh,
beats.
okay.
Because I have full clearance on that. So I am gonna I'm gonna bring a lot of that to the table, and I feel like people haven't really touched the Rough Rider songs like that. So
Yeah,
it's like open range a little bit. But
yeah.
regardless, like I feel like I could bring like some real source to like making the records and just sampling
Yeah.
them and shit like that. So I'm all for it. All for
You
it.
know, I like that song. Do that shit on the Rough Riders Ride It Die
Right.
Volume 1.
That's why I want.
Yeah. Is it called Do That Shit? Like sick when he rocks shit. Stop it. It's like the one with the sirens. No, I'm gonna send you that. You definitely know that one.
You gotta send me that
It's
one.
from Volume 1. No, you definitely know it's from Volume 1. Rough Riders Ride It Die Volume 1. So yeah, that one. What you want?
What you want is
What
a
y'all
great
want?
record.
Yeah. Oh my
And you
God.
know it's crazy, like what y'all want is like a record that kind of showed my aunt it showed that moment where they decided to really cross over. Like, remember the video? They had the people dancing and like the suits and all that. And my aunt was like, yo, we were working on the illest budget, but we was like, nah, we want to come differently. We want to cross over and show like, you know, other people besides a certain crowd we had. We want to show other people like, yo, we could really diversify. Like, we different. And What Y'all Want is one of my favorite videos they did because it was different. It was like like for that era and that time, everything was so like gangster and so rough.
Yo,
like,
you
could do that.
like Eve, you know, she was wearing a dress, she was wearing skirt and all that, but it wasn't like extreme like the artists today.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? She always looked hot, she looked fire, but like it wasn't like today that like it's very extreme, like you know,
it's definitely
like naked, you know,
it's different now.
like everyone's in a leotard and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, like me, I'm a free spirit. I don't judge. Anybody can
No,
wear
it's cool. Like
you know,
Beyonce could do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's to each his own. But like, I'm just saying, Eve's look was fire.
fire, straight fire. She definitely,
Great fire.
definitely.
This whole show is about Eve.
Okay.
We love Eve. Yo.
We love Eve. We talking about Eve. We love
Yo.
Eve. Nah, but like I like one thing I do have to say about Eve is like Eve really kind of like I feel like the maturity just to watch Eve grow, like her growth.
Oh my God.
Ridiculous. Like, and like the person that she is now, the transformation that she made and the things that she's doing now. Like she really like, you know, she really still saw to it that all her success that she had in the past will pay off in the future or present right now. And I feel like even it's crazy because she just posted, she thanked everybody for streaming her music. She had mad streams, like mad streams. Like, let me see, I'm about to look right now.
And it's surprising that they haven't even tried.
Oh, because of the year wrap up and
any tribute in any
Spotify year wrap up. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, she posted her Spotify year wrap up, and she had 74 million streams. Mind you, that's all Eve's catalog. Eve doesn't even make music. But right now, she's not making music. She's probably about to start making music again, but. Like that's the type of artist that I want to be. I want to have such a strong catalog that down the line, if I decide to go and be a radio personality, an actress or whatever, that I could have that. You know, I have such a strong catalog where like my music is still getting played regardless. Not everybody has that. So.
And she's doing her thing on the talk. She did barbershop. Like she could do other things, and she does it well. So
yeah, you have to be like that. Like you do, you know, like for example, like I act. I actually like acting is really like I love to act. Acting is my love, my heart. Like
you act. I didn't know you acted too. Okay.
Yeah, I act. I've been acting since I was younger. But I act and I have a
but did she sing for you?
So I have a program coming out as well. So I have a lot of different things that doing, to get things really rocking.
Okay, time out. I do believe the young lady asked for some bars and singing, and we didn't get to hear you sing. Can we hear you sing?
Hold on. Before you sing, I'm watching your video, Big Dripper. I ain't gonna lie, that shit fire.
Thank you.
It's very I love the video. It's very clean. You watched it? Oh my God, it is. You did a good job. It's something I see I could drive and play. Like it's that song. I love that song.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I had to go because I'm like, all right, who is this? I went on YouTube and I saw the first song is Big Dripper. So I'm like, let me see. Like you really got like in your video, I like the way you came out.
Right, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
it's different. It's cool.
Thank you, y'all.
I'm gonna download it because it's something I could hear myself listening to, going to work or coming back, or you know.
Yeah. All right.
I appreciate
you know what?
Let's get back to hearing the bird sing. Can we hear it?
I definitely appreciate that. That song actually got me attention from Rock Nation. That song is the reason why Rock Nation is considering signing me for equity distribution. So I'm excited about that. That like I feel like as an artist you kind of do have to have certain things that'll make you pop out above other artists, and I think that the biggest thing you can have is just really strong records that'll make money.
It's not like some artists like you listen to them and you're like, yeah, I could see them once, but I could really see you. Like I really like your words, like your video, like I felt it while I was watching it.
You just created a sincere fan.
Yeah,
you got a fan.
Yeah, no, like I like it. And
I really, really like you.
Let me tell you, is this how many interviews have you been doing? This is your first interview, or have you been doing interviews before?
I've done several interviews, but they all been like now that with COVID, I'm doing mostly virtual interviews.
Okay, no, I'm just saying because you're a good guest.
Thank you.
You do very well.
You.
Like you're engaged. I'm just saying.
I'm still waiting to hear her sing. I'm still
Go ahead. You
waiting.
want to sing?
I got you. Look, I got you next time. I promise, boo. I got
Okay.
you next
All
time.
right, all right,
So,
all right.
so how
It's
about?
all right for me because
I got you. I'm gonna sing next time and I'll rap. I'm gonna sing and rap next time.
Okay.
I got you.
So
Okay.
we've talked to.
So that
Okay, go
means
ahead.
we got a second date. We got a second date. We move into the second date. Is that what's happening?
Wait, don't cut my boo off. What you were saying, Owen?
All right. Yeah. So, I was saying we've talked about Eve, and I wanted to ask you about Alicia Keys
Oh,
and what
AK.
it's like being around her. So, because we've had Rampage on the show before, and
Mhm.
he collaborated with Alicia Keys on the Fallen remix. That was her first single when she was in the beginning. So,
Mhm.
I asked her, like, I asked him what it was like. He said a lot of good things about her,
Mhm.
and so I wanted to ask, what is it like being around her, like, because you family, so.
So AK,
What kind of gems she dropping?
I'm gonna be 110% with y'all about AK. We call her AK. Yeah,
Yeah.
AK is what we call her. So I'm gonna be 110% on AK. No truth, all truth, no lies. I do not
Yeah.
tell no lies. Alicia Keys is a different light. Like exactly what you see is exactly what you get. Period. Like, and like I could say like she's my cousin-in-law and everything, but there ain't nothing ungenuine about her. She is a beautiful soul. Like when you're around her, she makes you feel special. She will come, she will talk to you. Like I don't feel like I'm around Alicia Keys, but I mean, granted, because like I'm a cousin-in-law, but for her to just be like, she's very humble. She's very humble. She doesn't walk around like you wouldn't think she had all this success and all this stuff because being when I'm around her, she's so humble. She gives advice. She's one of the most beautiful souls I've ever met. Ever met. And I had to say that with a serious face so y'all could really like
Yeah, because you can see that's genuine.
AK is like, she has nothing but positive things to say. She lives in a very positive place. Not everybody can get to that place where they're just extremely positive and their light is different. But she got there. Like AK's light, everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you could tell. That seems like how she is, really.
yo, so genuine, so pure.
And
And like she
what?
actually, I see where she gets it from. Her mom's the same way though. Like her mom, the same way.
And what's your favorite music from Alicia Keys? What are your favorite Alicia Keys songs?
That's a there's that's a
That's Overload, right?
oh man. I'll probably say I keep on falling.
Yeah.
That's
And, yeah.
down to the
That's a hot
video.
song.
Because I'm all about the
Yeah.
visuals. Like I want to
Yeah,
hear it and I
definitely.
want to see
And
that
the
visual.
remix too. The remix with Rampage and Busta Rhymes, like that
Oh,
shit was.
Rampage is on the remix. I know Bus is on the remix.
Yeah, but yeah, Busta and Rampage. That's
That's
Rampage's song, "Wild for the Night." So yeah, Rampage was on the show, and I asked him about what it was like working with Alicia Keys. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said a lot of good things about her. Like I asked him, did you think she would be a star? And he was like, yeah, you could see like she would be a star
and it's
from when
crazy
she was
because
that young.
people told her she couldn't sing when she was younger. She went through that whole 1-2, so it's like you just gotta grind. Like, but she went through what we all go through. People told her she couldn't sing, they told her she didn't have it. Like she talking about it. Like, but
A lot of people a lot of people say a lot of things to people, and you know what I
you
mean.
gotta
Like
just push
Eve,
through.
no, look at Eve is a perfect example. She got discovered by Dr. Dre. It didn't work out, but then she got discovered by her dad, and look what happened.
Yeah, I feel like also with certain like things, like it wouldn't have worked out the way it did unless certain people was involved. So I feel like everything does happen for a reason. Like I definitely feel that.
Yeah, definitely. Who would you like to work with?
Who'd I like to work with? There's a long list of people I would love to work with. I would really say right now, I probably want to work with like, there's so many people like J.I., Little TJ, Young M.A.,
Yeah, I can
Lizzo,
definitely see you with Young and Me.
24K,
What about Megan?
Megan, Mulatto. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm also pop, so like 24K Golden, the E and Dior. Like, I have like two different lanes because I was brought up in like the suburbs. So like, I'm like both. Like, I really do like pop and I like rock, but I also really I have that hip hop side to me too. So there's that balance.
It's good to be diverse though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I want to be. I want to I want people to be able to be like, okay, she got something that I can relate to, like, you know. So that's it. The vibes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so what? So what do you plan to? So you said you're just dropping a series of singles. You don't have plans of dropping a EP or album.
But right now I feel like we in an era, I see a lot of people do this. They drop a lot of projects, they drop a lot of albums, but they don't have a fan base. So you just wasting music. Like you dropping 10
Yes, I agree with you definitely.
songs on a project, but you don't have a fan base big enough to where someone's gonna listen to all those songs. So I'm just still working on getting that, and I'm actually really close, but I just want to solidify and make sure, and then we're gonna be rocking.
Okay.
So right now
Nice.
it's singles. The one I sent you, I'm about to shoot a video to that. So I just the one I'm gonna shoot a video in a school, on some like fly vibes. But yeah, so right now I'm just trying to really gain that following, and then I'm gonna hit them with the project.
That sounds dope. And
Yeah.
are there other artists? You said your best friend's what it was Lil Wah? Is that him? That's his name. That's Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats son that you was
Not
talking
so.
about.
Okay, so
I
Swiss's son.
forget.
It's no Mercado is Swiss's son, and
Okay.
Little Y is Joaquin's son.
Okay. Sorry. Oh yeah. Sorry. That's my bad. So are
Yeah.
those two are they artists as well? Are there is there like
Yeah, so they both rap. Like Little Joaquin raps.
That's why I thought I heard. Yes, that's why I
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
have to
ask you.
definitely put him on the show. His stuff's
Oh
really
yeah,
cool.
definitely. Oh, you
And
know what? Well, we can definitely do a whole like press run and all that.
word.
Yeah.
And No Mercado is also dope too. Like his stuff's pretty fire.
Okay. So you know what? We're gonna talk after the show, and we're gonna set that up.
I'm with it. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah. And also, I just don't want to forget tonight. Young Geechee is also gonna be on the BX Boys on Rough Riders Radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I messaged them. I just messaged them, right?
Yeah. Wait. I want to talk to you after the show.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
See you there.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Listen. No, like there's so much. There's so much going on. I've been really busy with all this stuff. Yeah. So. Yes. So yeah. Geechee,
You know
thank
what
you
that
so.
means.
Yeah, I know. Young Geechee, thank you so much for pulling up. It was a great
And you got
interview.
a band right here. I'm gonna go listen. I'm gonna put my brother onto your music too, cause we love music. So
thank you.
I love it.
Okay.
Like I really like that song.
Thank you.
And it was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too.
Definitely. Yeah. And we're gonna build and I'll call you right back and we're gonna talk about all the stuff we're gonna talk
We're
about.
gonna work, yo. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's work, yo.
Let's
Definitely.
work.
Look at her. She all excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah, let's get it. 20. Yo, it's 20 money one.
20 money one. I like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Trendset.
All right, yo. So y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week. And
yes, we will.
All right. So
all
y'all,
Thank
for pulling up.
Thank you for coming on, yo. It was
all right.
a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for having me, yo.
All right.
Hope you have fun.
Let's
Come
talk.
back again.
Oh, always fun. It's always a good vibe.
Okay, okay.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Have a good one.
Easy.
All right.
Yeah, I really like that.